Excuse me. Yeah. I don't even know I have 6 tacks. Two. Okay, I might be able to get all 6 on here. Just once that fish tank is gone, I'll be able to get more fan art. Hello. Hey Lex, how are you? I know you've been waiting for this New Jersey stream. I'm just figuring out where I am going to put some more fan art. I got like 6 more pieces of fan art, and the wall's pretty full. I think I have enough space for all 6, but I mean, yeah, I might have to. I'll have to move some stuff around, make some, but I can fit it up. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Just a bit tired. Even though I woke up like at 2:30 today, I'm tired. But yeah, I'll probably be able to get like more fan art and stuff once this. It's kind of hard to see this fish tank is gone. Yeah, I might maybe after the stream I might organize this stuff on here just to make it nicer and more organized because it's kind of all over the place. And I want to fit everyone's fan art. Yeah, the old fish tank, and oh gosh, I'm not focused. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I mean, this is my old 14-gallon fish tank. It was salt water, and eventually removed all the fish that were in here and corals and all that into a bigger tank. So now we have no place for this, and we're just trying to, I guess, get rid of it. I mean, we're not really trying. We just kind of forget it's down here, and then we're just like, yeah, we need to get rid of this, and it's sitting here. So I just really wanted this out of here, and I am also. We also have another 40-gallon fish tank. Get rid of it. Give it away. Yeah, I mean, my dad told me, he said, like, my dad's like, why don't we put it up on Craigslist? And then my mom's like, no, don't do Craigslist because there's some really sketchy people on Craigslist, and she doesn't want those sketchy people coming to the house, which I understand. I can understand that. So I remember my cousin wanted that fish tank at one point, but they just kind of forgot about it, and I guess they don't need it anymore. So it's stuck here. We just need to find a place for it and give it to somebody, or I don't want to donate to Goodwill or anything because I don't know how much they charge for it. I mean, there's some fish shops in our area that we could sell it to, but I mean, they don't really seem interested in it either. So we'll just have to find somebody who wants it and give it to them or sell it to them like at a really cheap price. So there's that. And anyway, I've been kind of just rambling on this whole time, and I mean, could ask in the server. Actually, that's a good idea. I mean, it'd have to be from the state though, because there is no fucking way I can get like shipping would cost like so much fucking money to send that to somebody. So I'll just have to ask because I do have some people that are from my state in here. Let me see. I'll just do it now before I forget. Let me see. Missouri, but my friends. Let me see, and then I'll get started right after this. That's true. Actually, I'll ask after the stream. But anyway, I just kind of rambled on for a bit just talking about the fish tank. So let's get started. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to CryptoCast, your source for all things crypto-related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker, and today we're talking about cryptids from New Jersey. And I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one because there is a lot in New Jersey, guys. We got the Jersey Devil, the Mantis Man, the entire cast of the Jersey Shore. There's so much weird stuff in New Jersey that we don't even understand. Like, I don't understand Jersey Shore at all. So in my opinion, Jersey Shore is a cryptid. I think it just got a reboot, actually. Or from what I'm told. I don't know. I don't watch the show. So, I don't know. So, let's get started on these cryptids. And then if we have time, I mean, on the list, there is 5 of them I counted. So we got 5. And if I have time at the end, I will probably go into some of like the paranormal aspects of New Jersey. If you guys would be interested in that. So let me see. I would start off with the Jersey Devil, but I kind of want to save him like closer towards the end because he's really fucking popular. So let me kind of start off with one that's kind of out there that not many people know of. And this one is called the Mantis Man. And what the Mantis Man is, it's like a 7-foot tall giant. Well, I mean, if it's 7 foot tall, it's giant. But yeah, a giant 7-foot tall praying mantis. And that's why it's called the Mantis Man, because it's a giant praying mantis. It looks like half mantis, half man. And I guess it's sort of like that Jeff Goldblum movie when he spliced his DNA with the fly. I think that movie's called The Fly. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a situation like that. And okay, it is The Fly. Thanks, Lex. And the Mantis Man doesn't harm anyone, and it's honestly scared of people who encounter it because it runs away when the people get too close to it. So it's a shy little prey. Well, it's not little. It's a giant. A giant. I mixed of shy and giant. It's a shy giant praying mantis. Oh, guys, also, this is the first stream of 2019, so welcome to 2019, guys. I hope you guys have a great new year. And the mantis man is always fishing near small little bodies of water, whether that be a little lake or like a little creek or a river. It's always seen fishing by the water, and then when somebody gets too close, it looks, gets scared, and runs off into the woods. And some people believe that the Mantis Man could be a experiment from a scientist, like I said, much like Jeff Goldblum and The Fly, or it could actually be an extraterrestrial, or since it's always found in bodies of water or by bodies of water, people think that could be an aquatic creature that somehow looks like a praying mantis that we don't know about. So it could be anything. Like I said, an experiment, an alien, or just some other creature, like a water creature resembling a mantis, or some kind of mutation that has happened to some creature causing it to resemble a mantis. And it says it does have the wings, the mouth, and the face. It's like it's like that thing kind of like out of Rick and Morty when Rick tried to fix Morty's like infatuation spray that made everyone in town fucking love him, and he ended up turning everyone into praying mantises. That's kind of what I kind of get, like what I think of when I think of Mantis Man. Just that Rick and Morty episode. I mean, I'm not really as big into Rick and Morty as I used to be. I still like the show. Excuse me, but yeah, I used to like Rick and Morty a lot. It's still good. I still watch it, but I mean, the fan base just kind of is. So I try not to be associated with them. And thank you, Lex. But I still watch the show. I think it's a good show. I'm not like one of those crazy fans. It's like I know everything now because I watched Rick and Morty just like one time. But I enjoy the show for what it is. I like shows like that. Since we talked about the Mantis Man, let's move on to another man creature cool cryptid that lives in New Jersey. This one is called the Gator Man. So pretty much like the Mantis Man, this one is a tall humanoid bipedal alligator that people have reported seeing in New Jersey in sort of the Newton Lafayette area. And people say they claim they saw a large giant, well, large and giant are the same thing, a large humanoid alligator, and a local journalist covered the story, and all these sightings, they took place kind of back in 1977, so he hasn't really been seen since, but in that time, a lot of people claim, hey, we saw a giant alligator man, and some of the sightings were actually seen in New York as well. So, I don't know. Honestly, I had a map somewhere. Let me check. I'm sorry, I'll be chat. Where is New York? I just wanted to see how close New Jersey and New York were. Because I am kind of a dumbass when it comes to states. I know what they are. I just don't know where they are on the map. Yeah, New Jersey's right underneath New York. So, it's very possible. Like, that's New Jersey right there, that little brown one that kind of looks like a weasel right there. And then there's this big this big pink one right here. So, very close. So, it could easily came from New York, went to New Jersey, and went into New Jersey, into New York. So, it's very close. So, no physical evidence of the Gator Man has been found. However, there are a bunch of eyewitness testimonies from back in the time, and that's really all we have to go by. And there was a Native American legend about a giant man-sized fish that can never be caught. And people think that, hey, maybe that could be the Gator Man. Except this one's really not a fish. It's a alligator. So we don't know what that could be. It could be the fish from the Native American legend. that could come up on land, or it could actually be the Gator Man. And even says that young men from the tribe Kanagara make crocodile armor in their body by a ritual where they get scars that look like a crocodile's armor. However, it's probably just a coincidence. Always keep going for the big one. Yeah, I mean, I love fishing, but I haven't been fishing in a while. I would love to go fishing again, but I'd love to fish. And the statement came in 1977 when New York City conservation naturalist Alfred Holstruck, I think I said his last name right, Alfred Holstruck, reported that the state's southern tier was the apparent home of a scaled man-like creature which appeared at dusk from the red algae-infested waters to forage among the fern and moss-covered uplands. Although this is the only official comment in regards to the New Jersey Gator Man, the simple fact that the city made an officially publicly acknowledge the creature's existence could mean something. So the city, okay, I'm sorry about that. So the city acknowledged, like, made a public statement about the creature, which means, hey, it could be here. It could be there's something going on here. We just don't know what it is. So, like I said, whether that be the Gator Man, somebody trying to pull a prank or hoax on the town, or the fish from the Native American legend, we don't know. And like I said, there has been no physical evidence of the Gator Man. Even all the way back in 1977, there was no physical evidence of it, just the eyewitness descriptions and the town's public announcement. So if you live in New Jersey and you live in the Newton Lafayette area, keep your eye out. Look for the Gator Man, because there's no physical evidence of him. But if you see the Gator Man and you have an encounter with the Gator Man, let me know, because I would love to talk about that one day on my stream. And now we are going to move to this one actually was proven real. This next cryptid was proven real, but it's not what you think, and it ends in a kind of sad story. So just a little heads up there. But yes, this next cryptid was proven real. Excuse me. So the next one I'm talking about is the Grigston cow. And what the Grigston cow is, there was a legend of a ghost cow in the town of Grigston in central New Jersey. And everyone thought, hey, it's an urban legend. But in 2002, this creature was proven real. There was a black and white bull that had been roaming in the area where their cows normally aren't found. And it was like a cow that came and went with the mist and with the fog. However, the sad thing about this story is there was a cow, like a giant bull. It was a black and white bull, and it got lost in its farm. It was kind of an older one. It had really bad eyesight. It fell into a ditch, and it was either too old or it had really bad arthritis, and it couldn't get out. And there had been no dairy farms in the area for decades, and no one had reported any missing livestock. So since there have been no dairy farms in the town for decades, it's pretty much kind of believed that the cow got out like decades ago and nobody really cared about it or something. So I don't know how long cows and bulls live for, but somehow this one got out like years ago, and it fell into a ditch and it couldn't get out because of its arthritis, or just the fact that, hey, it was too old. And people tried to get the cow out. However, it didn't really go according to the plan, and a veterinarian was called in, and the veterinarian was like, this cow's like super, super weak. Even if we get this cow out, it won't live for very long. So the people helping, they decided to euthanize the cow, which was like what the veterinarian recommended. So the poor cow fell into the ditch because it was too foggy out. He had bad eyesight, was either too old or had arthritis, couldn't get out, and they had to euthanize him in the end because he was in really bad health and really weak. So, yeah, that's so yeah, that was one of the cryptids that was proven real, even though it was just a feral cow that was just wandering around, and yeah, poor cow. They made the fake ghost cow an actual ghost cow. I guess so. How are you, Brett? But yeah, I do feel bad for that cow, and this all took place during 2002. Um, so now I'm kind of going to move on to one that I don't know. Until I actually read about it a few years ago, this one actually kind of creeped me out because the picture for this is kind of creepy. So I'm actually going to show you guys this. Yeah, that's creepy. It's creepier than I am, and I'm pretty fucking creepy. Well, looking anyway. I don't know. But Batman that you saw, he's sometimes known as the Grinning Man, but he's more officially known as Indrid Cold. And what Indrid Cold is, people believe that he is an extraterrestrial. He's found in West Virginia and he's found in New Jersey, and people believe that he's an extraterrestrial because he's found with UFO reports and all that stuff. And he's known to have like telekinetic powers, able like to project like his thoughts into you and everything. So like, I don't know if you ever seen like those kind of older Pokemon movies where Ash and his friends come across like a legendary like Mewtwo or something, and Mewtwo sort of like psychically talks with them, like with the mind and everything. It's something kind of like that. So he visits West Virginia and New Jersey a lot. So he looks like a normal person, except he has a giant grinning face. And there is a lot of reasons why people think that he has a grinning face like that. People think that, hey, he's like since he's not, hey, John, how are you? And people think that, hey, since he has that grinning face on and he's an extraterrestrial, people are thinking, yeah, and I'm sleepy too a little bit, but people are like, hey, maybe he had that face on, that really creepy grin, because grinning on Earth means you're happy. So he might be trying to like make friends or just try to fit in just by being nice, but he got that really creepy smile that everybody kind of likes to stay away from. So at least he's trying. At least he's trying. I give him props for that. So yes, he is a human-like alien, and he's associated with UFOs and everything. I guess kind of like the Men in Black in a way. Oh, his name is Indrid Cold. Brett. His name's Indrid Cold, and he also goes by the Grinning Man. So either of those two, that's what they call him, the Grinning Man or Indrid Cold. So he's described as being over 6 feet tall. He wears a reflective green suit with a black belt. He had a dark complexion and small beady eyes set far apart. And he could fly with... Wait, what? That could fly with his... He could fly... He apparently could fly, too, according to this. Apparently he has wings, like, hidden. He was described as not having any nose, ears, or hair. In his second known encounter, his suit was said to be blue instead of green, but still retained its reflective properties. According to reports made by Woodrow Derenberg, Indrid Cold came from a planet named Lanulus in the Ganymedes galaxy, and that there were 2 other grinning men by the names of Demo Hassan and Carl Ardo. Indrid Cold was first seen on October 16th, 1996, when 2 boys, Martin Manov, who his nickname was Mouse, and Jimmy Yanchidis in New Jersey were walking out on 4th Street when they saw a surreal figure standing near a fence. As they walked closer, the figure was a tall, bald man wearing a metal green suit who was staring right at them with a huge grin on his face. The idiosyncratic man chased them until they got away from him. UFO sightings were also reported in the area. Jimmy nudged me and said, "Who's that guy standing behind you?" I looked around and there he was, behind that fence, just standing there. He pivoted around and looked right at us, then grinned a big old grin. So these two people, Jimmy and Martin, they saw him standing by a fence. And also, I'm sorry, the dogs are barking up there. Sorry if you can hear them. But people are like, hey, but these two guys saw him, and he had that giant, creepy grin on his face. Hey, Jack, how are you? I'm glad you showed up, though. It's better late than not showing up at all, so I really do appreciate it, so thank you. And the second sighting of Indrid Cold happened in West Virginia. Will it? The cuckoo. I turned the light off in that room, actually, so I'm hoping maybe this time it won't go off. We'll have to wait and see. If it does, again, I apologize for that. Nothing really I can do about that, but it goes off like when there's light in the room, so I'm hoping by having that light off, the clock won't go off. So again, the second sign of Indrid Cold happened on November 2nd, 1966 in Parkersburg, West Virginia, around the same area and time as the Mothman sightings. He was sighted by I'm sorry, I cannot talk today. He was sighted by Woodrow Derenberger, and he was driving home on Interstate 77 until he heard a crash. Then an unidentifiable vehicle appeared to land in front of his truck. He described it as an old-fashioned kerosene lamp chimney flaring at both ends, narrowing down to a small neck, and then he might be Mothman, I don't know. Then enlarging in a great blue bulge in the center. Ooh, what's this? Notice his bulge. The grinning man came out of the vehicle with a dark tan and walked up to Derenberger and telepathically said his name was Indrid Cold. And this is the first time that we figured out his name was Indrid Cold. And he meant no harm. Cold said he just wanted to know more about the human race, and he would visit Derenberger again after the encounter. Derenberger stated that Cold revealed he was from the planet Lanulos in the galaxy of Genemedes. Ooh, what's this? So during the same period in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, the Lilly family had been reporting that poltergeist activity in their home, such as diamond-shaped lights. The Lilly's daughter, Linda, was sleeping one night and awoke to see a man standing over her. It was a man, a big man, very broad. I couldn't see his face very well, but I could see that he was grinning at me. He walked around the bed and stood right over me. I screamed again and hid under the covers. When I looked up, he was gone. And this was the third sighting. So people don't know if this was like an actual poltergeist or a spirit, or if it was actually Indrid Cold himself. And it is commonly believed that Indrid may be an alien entity and is supported by its close connection with UFO activity. And with Derenberger's sighting, it is also said by Derenberger that the grinning man is in fact of aliens. I almost said aliens with multiple grinning men. Although this is unlikely unless the aliens are shapeshifters, because it would be impossible for a race to take the exact same evolutionary path as us. However, the third sighting by the Lilly family suggests instead that he may be a ghost or a spirit of some kind that was connected with poltergeist activity happening in the residence. It may be a prank that went too far, or a man with a mental illness. Others believe that it is a normal human man or a hoax based on the popularity and fear of the Mothman, who had been first sighted around the same time. And there is an alleged photo that is taken of Indrid Cold, and I'm going to share that with you guys right now. People believe that this guy right here is Indrid Cold, wearing a hat and sunglasses and a dark suit. People believe that this man right here could very well be Indrid Cold. If it is, He looks like a normal person, and I will check this out, Lex. Oh, dear God! Oh, fucking hell, Lex. Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah, it does. That is the picture I was thinking of. John, check Cryptid General on Discord when you can. That is fucking creepy though. I've seen that. And it makes it even creepier because I'm in my basement. So, yay. But no, thanks for sharing that, Lex. That is what I was thinking of. A white hat? That's the worst part. I don't even have to check the Discord. Oh god. Okay, so now we are going to move on to everybody's favorite, the most popular one, the most popular cryptid. I'd have to say, in my opinion, and probably some other people's opinions too, the Jersey Devil, the most popular cryptid in New Jersey. So it's kind of hard to describe what the Jersey Devil looks like. However, there are some, because there's multiple reports. However, a lot of people do share the similar kind of body structure and everything. So it just really depends on what you want to go off of. However, the way that I grew up knowing the Jersey Devil as, it has like a horse-like body. It has the hooves. It has a forked tail. Has horns on its head. Has like a kind of like horse. I actually thought I heard that cuckoo clock. I thought I heard that cuckoo clock for a minute, but it was not that cuckoo clock. So, like I said, it kind of has like the hooves, and in some cases it has claws on its hands, which I've seen as well. Like the back 2 feet are kind of like hooves, the front feet or the hands are claw-like, and they say it kind of resembles like... God damn it, Brett. But no, but some people also describe it kind of like as a fusion between a dragon and a kangaroo, which I can see. And Loren Coleman, like pretty much the leading expert in cryptozoology, on his website, it says that the Jersey Devil is among his top 50 cryptids, describing it as this regionalized name hides these creatures that have been haunting the New Jersey Pineland for over 260 years. So this is one of his cryptids. I believe Loren Coleman's all-time favorite cryptid is Bigfoot, because he's done a lot of Bigfoot field research and everything trying to prove its existence. So there is a lot on the Jersey Devil. I'll try to cover as much as I can, but there is a lot on it, and personally, I really do like this one too. I'd say this is probably my top 10. I may do like one day I might just do like a little video, not a live stream, just a little fun video in the future, and just do my top 10 favorite cryptids. Because I think that'll be kind of fun. And everybody else's top 10 favorite as well, because there's a lot of them out there, guys, and it's really hard to narrow it down. I love them all, but I do kind of have a top 10, so I may do a video about that in the future. So it also goes by the name the Leeds Devil, and that reason is because Mother Leeds, yes, I would love to do top 10 videos. Everyone's guilty pleasure. That top 10 videos are my guilty pleasure too. I love watching top 10s. So in the future, I may do a top 10 video. Just my favorite top 10 cryptids personally, and then yeah, we'll see where that goes. So like I said, it's also called the Leeds Devil because the legend has it in New Jersey. There was this lady who lived in the woods. Her name was Mother Leeds, and she was the mistress of a British soldier who was suspected of being a witch. So people believe that Mother Leeds could have been a witch from the time. However, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know the time period. I think it was like back in the 1800s. I don't know exactly if there was still a witch crisis going on then. So people may have just accused her. So that's really unknown about what she did. So we don't know. Um so she had 12 kids so far, and eventually she was pregnant with her 13th baby. And she's told, and like when she was giving birth to it, she said, God, let this one be the devil. And the baby came out normal, just like a normal human baby. Oh no, I mean, yeah, 13's a lot of kids. I personally have a friend who has 9 other siblings, so he's from a family of 10. So I know a lot of big families, but 13's a little more, yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, heck, honestly, 5's a lot for me too because I'm an only child, so pretty much any siblings is a lot for me. So when she gave birth to the 13th child and she said, God, let this one be the devil, the baby was born normally. It looked just like a normal human baby. However, um, like seconds, minutes after it was born, the baby started to change. It got hooves on its feet. It started getting fur all over its body, and got like a horse-shaped head, body, cloven feet, a forked tail, wings. That is what happens when no TVs are around. So the baby turned into the Jersey Devil, and in some cases it killed Mother Leeds and everyone in the cabin. Just flew out of the window, not harming anyone. Whichever one you personally like better. I personally like to believe that it just flew out of the window and didn't harm anyone, but that's just me. So it allegedly has been born a furry. Um, so it, yeah, it flew out of the window and started wreaking havoc on the town. And believe it or not, there was actually a manhunt. I don't know. Um, that's actually a good question, Brett. We don't know. So once the baby came out, it flew off into the Pine Barrens and kind of started wreaking havoc on the town. Then there was sort of a manhunt with a huge, like $1,000 reward for finding the Jersey Devil. And back then, $1,000. I'm not really good at the math, but $1,000 is, back then, I'd say it's probably okay. If anyone can help me with this, $1,000 back in the 1800s. How much would that kind of be today? Would that be like, I'd say probably like maybe 10,000 today, or maybe even more than that. I don't know. Okay, enough to buy a mansion. That's all we really need to know then. Enough to buy a mansion. So $1,000 in the 1800s, it's a pretty fucking large amount of money. So a whole troop went out there to try to, like, a whole bunch of people went out in the woods to try to find it. And needless to say, they didn't see it. People claim they have heard it. Oh, apparently, before I go any further into this, the Jersey Devil, it makes a really blood curdling kind of noise, almost like a scream, but it's kind of like but it's kind of like, okay, so so like 19,000, so that's like so like 20 grand. That's how much it would have been then, but so the Jersey Devil kind of releases like a scream and kind of like a in a way, so it'd be kind of like Okay, that was bad. I'm as bad as finding Bigfoot fuckers, but it or like something like that. It does like a screech or a scream, kind of like that. Um, However, some people do. I'm sorry, um, but some people do believe that the Jersey Devil, it could actually be a surviving pterodactyl, which I've never heard of this before, but I mean, I could somewhat see it. Like it could be a pterodactyl or a dimorphodon, and yes, pretty much a pterodactyl, Screech Jack. But if you guys don't know what a dimorphodon is, if you've ever seen the Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World, where the Indominus Rex gets out and like breaks everything and causes a rampage, it was that one little creature that got eaten by the mosasaur when it picked that one lady up. Um, yes, anything's possible. Anything's possible. I'm gonna try to find a picture of a Dimorphodon just so. There we go. So some people believe that the Jersey Devil could be a surviving Dimorphodon. And I can kind of see it. Kind of has that body shape, that head structure. It has that forked tail. It's got the wings. But I don't know. People explain it being covered in ferns kind of more. I don't know. So people believe that the Jersey Devil could be this. But personally, I still think it's what it's described as. But that's just me because that's kind of how I grew up knowing it as. So the Jersey Devil became eventually so popular. I don't know. I don't think that is true. It could be a surviving dinosaur. Actually, that's the question of the day. Let me know. Do you guys think that the Jersey Devil could be a surviving pterodactyl or dimorphodon of some sort? Let me know in the comments. And feathers. There is only one flying. I don't know if I want to call it a dinosaur. It's more like an old extinct bird, and that was the only dinosaur that had feathers. It's called the Archaeopteryx. Because pterodactyls didn't have feathers. They were flying reptiles. They kind of had like scales and everything. They glide through the air. Wait, that's not true? Oh wait, about the dinosaurs having feathers or what I said, John? So actually, somewhat we kind of do. There was a I'm gonna back Jack up on this a little bit. We do know a couple because there have been some actually. We found some mummified dinosaurs that still have their skin intact on them. So I'll pull a picture of those after that because that's kind of cool. But this was pretty much the bird, the ancient bird. This was like the only flying creature back then that had feathers. This is Archaeopteryx. But I mean, some dinosaurs showed up with fossils in the rocks, but okay, but this is really cool. This is what I really wanted to show you guys right here. I'm going to try to get good pictures of it, but this right here, this is a mummified dinosaur that has survived. It still has skin intact on it. So I don't know what led to preserving it, but this is the closest that we have to knowing what the dinosaurs looked like in appearance wise, and we even have like some colored pigmentation on it still. So this dinosaur is very well preserved. So that's really the only mummified dinosaur that I know of. And we do have lizards and stuff preserved in amber, but I mean, this is like the first dinosaur that I know of that has been essentially mummified. And then there is this. This is from a moa bird, which is sort of like an extinct, kind of like ostrich-like creature. We have the foot of that, so we kind of have an idea about, hey, what a moa kind of looked like with this. But those are like the closest things that we have to know, like what some dinosaurs and some ancient creatures look like. We even have the mummified mammoths that we keep discovering in ice. It's just a lot. So, I mean, that one dinosaur that I showed before the moa, that's the closest we have to knowing that, hey, this is what some dinosaurs looked like back then. I mean, that's not speaking for all dinosaurs, but just some. But I'm kind of getting off track here a little bit. I might, maybe if you guys want one day, I could just do a whole stream. Just, I know I did like about living dinosaurs that people still think are around today. I could just do a whole stream about dinosaurs one day. I think that would be kind of fun. I might want, if you guys want that, let me know. I could just do dinosaurs one day. I did living dinosaurs. I could just do dinosaurs in general. Regardless, I think that would be kind of fun to do. So if you guys want that, let me know. Yo, dinosaurs are great, man. I loved dinosaurs so much as a kid, but as I got older, I kind of stopped like really, really, really being into them. Kind of replaced that with cryptids. But I do love dinosaurs still. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love dinosaurs. And the scaly, but but I would like to do that sometime if you guys are interested. Ankylosaurus is really cool. My favorite dinosaur is, let me see if I can pronounce this right. My favorite is Corythosaurus. Wait, valid? Wait, oh, the V word. Oh, you mean vor? But this is my favorite. This is my favorite right here. The Corythosaurus. Back in the day, I really used to love the Triceratops. That was my all-time favorite. Then it was T-Rex. And yes, now I just love the Corythosaurus. I think that's really cool. One of my favorites. I mean, that's my current favorite right now. Note to self, look up Corythosaurus scaly. I mean, no. You guys didn't hear anything. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic here. So, the Jersey Devil became so popular that the Jersey Devil became the mascot of their hockey team, the New Jersey Devils. Well, Jesus, John, okay. Oh fuck, John, we still gotta meet up so we can exchange the Mothman and the money and stuff. I just remembered that. We gotta do that. He's in gay baby jail. I mean, I put Dez in gay baby jail yesterday because, I mean, I don't know. Just because I can. So, like I said, the Jersey Devil became the National Hockey League's mascot in New Jersey. And their name is the New Jersey Devils. And their mascot's kind of cool. I mean, it's not really how the Jersey Devil looks, but it's still cool. There's been some video games about the Jersey Devil, I think it says right here. The Last Broadcast and the 13th Child of the Jersey Devil. Those are some movies. It's even appeared in the X-Files as well. It's had some books written about it, some music, and allegedly some video games. I haven't heard of the music or video games before. Actually, I've heard a Jersey Devil song before when I did that for a school project. So yes, I have heard a Jersey Devil song before. It's like some weird country song, but it's about cryptids, so I enjoy it. I'm not really big into country myself, but it was about cryptids. It was about the Jersey Devil, so I enjoyed it. And there's some Jersey Devil video games apparently, and it lives in this area known as the Pine Barrens, which is a giant forest where a lot of stuff happens. Apparently, there's some paranormal activity in there as well, and it's also called the Pineys. That kind of sounds like a derogatory term for like the Pine Barrens, just calling it the Pineys. I don't know. I'm sorry if I offended any forests out there. Please forgive me. And people say that it's possible that the creature's origins from the Pine Barrens from the Leeds family were a form of social discrimination taking the form of folklore. The creature's fearsome reputation combined with the foul reputation of the family it came from would only encourage locals to avoid the region for fear of being caught by the Jersey Devil. So, oh no, the forest isn't called the Pineys. Only those with dire needs would settle in the region, becoming known as Pineys. Okay, I misread that. So, and it was the Pineys, the group called the Pineys, they were made up of like outcasts and less reputable members of colonial society. So, people think since Mother Leeds lived in the forest that she was a Piney herself, and people from the Pineys didn't have a good reputation. So people are like, hey, one of the people in there, that Mother Leeds lady, yeah, she gave birth to some devil-like creature, so stay out of those woods, guys. Just kind of like as a form to be like, hey, just don't associate with those people at all. It could be that, but I mean, the legend is so prominent. So many sightings. We don't even know. And then this was a picture that showed up on a trail cam. This is a really famous one you guys have probably seen. But people don't know that, like, this might be like, hey, is this the Jersey Devil caught on camera? This was taken on a trail cam, so out in the Pine Barrens. So it very well could be. We don't know what it could be. It could be a hoax. Could be the Jersey Devil itself. We don't know. But I just think that's pretty cool. One day I would like to go to New Jersey and explore the Pine Barrens. I mean, if you look closely, it was kind of hard to see. Let me go back and check on it. Yeah, it actually has wings on its back. So I don't know if a dog or a wolf has wings, but here, I'll try to get a better view of this. There we go. Like right here, you can see it's got wings. There's the head right there, the hands, there's a tail. It just kind of doesn't look natural. So it very well could be a hoax, or it could just be an actual Jersey Devil. We don't know. Oh, there we go. What that actually is. But it's still a really cool picture nonetheless, and people have been debating about that for years. So that picture's been out for a little while. So let me see. If I recall, I've kind of wanted to do like I've been doing. I've been wanting to do like videos about cryptids state by state. So far I've covered Ohio, and now I've just covered New Jersey. So I kind of want to, like I said, just cover all the different states and talk about all their cryptids. So if you guys, I don't know which state you guys want me to do next. If you guys want me to do another state, let me know. I'll add it to the list of streams that I should do, because I always take suggestions from you guys. So if you guys have any other states that you want me to do, whether it be Kentucky, Maine, North Dakota, Hawaii even. Hawaii's got some really cool stuff. If you guys want me to do some states again in the future, let me know. Let me know what state. I'll be happy to do it. If you're like, hey, dude, Wyoming, I'll add Wyoming to my list of streams to do for cryptids, because I do kind of want to continue down this state adventure talking about all the cryptids from the different states. I think that would be kind of fun. I don't know what I should do next week for my stream. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I haven't done an SCP exploration in a couple weeks due to it being the holidays. I did my holiday stream and I did my New Year's stream, so I might be able to do, so I should probably do an SCP exploration stream next week, and then I'll figure out what to do from there. Oh, Illinois does for sure. I've been in Illinois before, and Illinois has some scary stuff. I'll definitely cover Illinois, and then maybe when I finish the cryptids of these states, I can go back and revisit it and do the paranormal hauntings of each state at some point. I think that would be really cool. Abraham Lincoln. Oh god, yes. He allegedly haunts the White House still. I posted about that on my Halloween video. Oh, Illinois is my cousins live there. I've been in Illinois before a few times. It's, from what I've seen, I haven't really been in the big cities. I went to the city like Chicago once when I was like 3. I went to the Field Museum, so I really don't remember it that well. But when I've recently been to Illinois, all I see is kind of like farmland, and that's really all I see. But I mean, Illinois does have some scary stuff, so I'll add Nevada and Illinois to the list. There's a lot of places I do want to explore in these states. So, like I said, I may, like, after I finish all the cryptids by the state, like in the states, I'll go back, revisit the states again, and then we'll talk about the paranormal aspects. I think that would be kind of cool. So I think after that, like after my SCP exploration next week, I may do a... Oh gosh, I'll either do Nevada or Illinois since you requested them, Brett. I think that would be kind of fun to do. Probably Illinois, and then, or I hate to do Illinois before Missouri though, because I live in Missouri and they're kind of rivals. Actually, I really don't care about that. About the rivalry between Illinois and Missouri. They're both. I don't like Missouri. I don't like living here in Missouri. I'd rather live like somewhere else. So I'll do one of those states after my SCP exploration video again next week. So, yeah. This has actually been a pretty good stream. Very good start to the beginning of the new year of 2019. Sorry I didn't stream Friday. I had to get up early yesterday morning for something, and I just need to relax and get some rest for that, so that's why I didn't stream Friday. And then yesterday, after being up early, I had to get up at 7 a.m. and everything. I was up ever since, and I just felt just pretty exhausted that day. So I just kind of didn't really feel like up for doing a stream that night. Like I don't know. Like it was like I was up at 1 o'clock last night, and just because I got on the phone with my friend, and I was just kind of like mumbling to myself, just like randomly watching YouTube videos. Like I was fucking out of it, man. I was tired as fuck. But fun note, Arthur at 1 a.m. is always a fun time. So, yeah, I've always loved Arthur as a kid, and I've just been rewatching it. So, Arthur at 1 a.m. is a fun time, guys. So with this being said, guys, when I was doing this, I saw the Jersey Devil. He has his own Monster in My Pocket figure. And speaking of Monster in My Pocket, guys, if you have not entered my giveaway yet, the giveaway ends this Friday. Be sure to check that video out. Follow the rules in the video for a chance to win some Monster in My Pocket cards. That video ends this Friday, January 11th. The reason it ended so late, I'm having it ended so late, is because the holidays, it's just been pretty hectic. I couldn't get the, around Christmas time, I saw the line at the post office. It was out the door, and then I figured everybody would be going there for New Year's, like after New Year's to get their packages in the mail. So since Christmas is over and everything, and I didn't want to have to wait out in the long line because it's pretty fucking cold right here. Actually, it's been pretty nice lately, but still, I didn't want to take that chance. So, the stream will be. I mean, not the stream. So the giveaway will be ending this Friday, January 11th, and I will announce the winners of that giveaway and get into contact with everybody so I can get your shipping details to send you your prizes for that. So. Yeah, I might do. I don't know. I'll have to think about what stream I want to do next Friday. I mean, the Friday after like in 2 weeks. I do want to do the video of the SCP exploration for next week. Oh, so Brett, normally every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Since I live in Missouri, we share the same time, Brett. So 7 p.m. where you are. On Friday nights, I do a stream. I do have a Twitter you can follow for stream updates and everything about when I'll be doing streams and stuff. But for the most part, it's every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and unless stated otherwise, like this week, I streamed Sunday instead of Friday just because I had some stuff going on. So, otherwise, it's every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, yeah, that's what I do. So, again, guys, check out that giveaway. Be sure to enter it if you haven't entered yet. And I'm slamming my knee with my fist for some reason, and it's actually hurting. I should probably fucking stop. But, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the first stream of 2019. 2019, it's already off to a great year because of you guys. Thank you all so much for this. If you haven't liked this video yet, be sure to like it. You can dislike it if you dislike it. But Indrid Cold may be standing over your bed tonight smiling at you. So if you don't want that creepy smiling man standing over you while you're sleeping tonight, be sure to hit that like button, guys. Also, subscribe if you're new to join the Crypto Crew today, guys. He's bringing me my glass of water. Alright, so because of you guys, I made it to 100 subscribers in 2018. Let's shoot for 200 for 2019 so far, and we'll see where that goes. Because I love this. I love doing this, guys. I do this all for you guys, because it's fun talking about cryptids and sharing my love of cryptids with everybody in the cryptid fandom and community. And it's just great to get to interact with you guys. So thank you guys for doing this. Let's keep doing this. And it's been fun. It's fun time, guys. I love doing this. So thank you all again. And with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great week. And I will be back Friday with I believe it's my third SCP Foundation. A lot of people like that series, so I'm keeping it up. And since there's so many SCPs around in the Foundation, I'm just doing some exploration videos with that. So I'll see you guys Friday. All right, guys, you've been watching CryptoCast. I've been your host, Parker. Thank you all so much for tuning into the stream, and I will see you all Friday with my SCP exploration. All right, guys, have a great week. Bye, guys.